Hey everyone, it's midnight and we are still at Oregon Mountain Outfitters, still trying to get through the weekend. So we had a crazy day at the market today and trying to keep up with online orders, and we just have a lot of stock. That'll be kind of a cool time to show you kind of what the store is like before it opens. So check it out. And I'm not wearing any shoes. I like the feel of the floor. So I'm just going with my socks right now. And it feels amazing just to kind of like, you know, what is that? It's kind of like roll your toes, roll this way, guys. Roll your toes up on the carpet. You ever do that?
Yeah.
Feels good. So this is our classic logo. This is the logo that started it all. This company was designed to promote the outdoors and give back to our community. And with every purchase, we donate a meal back to our community as well. In 2020, we paid off the debt for all the families on the reduced lunch program. And this is the most popular logo in the Southwest. I mean, people see it all over the world. Which is crazy. We get postcards from Japan, Paris, and it's just crazy that Las Cruces is a part of that. We have our women's section over here. Kind of keep it Southwest, New Mexico, Desert Sun Moon, Desert Skull, Desert Vibes. On this side we have a bunch of blank hats that we need to embroider. So we actually do all the embroidery and kind of press work ourselves. We got the bro tanks. These always sell out, can't keep them in stock. This is our flora. We kind of like feature designs of the month or the day here. The Rio Grande Rudos is designed by Jesse Valdespino. He's our creative director here. We brought this one back. This was a hot one for us that sold out. Sunsets Are Better With You, kind of a great summer shirt.
And it looks a lot more peachy orange than it does in camera. It doesn't do it justice.
Oh, okay. You can see the real colors on the website. There's oryx in the mountain. The Rio Grande, we got some trout, some cutthroat, but we also do have some trout. Some of my favorite designs, the Ocotillo, kind of interpretation, Sunset Club, Flat Earth Club. I didn't realize this until I put them out today, but I think I got a thing for grids. So this is the VLA. It's a place in astronomy satellite towers out in the middle of the desert. Now on this side we got some more women's and youth, but back here the workshop is where my son's been printing. We do a couple things. We either screen print, and that's what Levi's been doing, is just kind of screen printing, or we do a process called direct to film, which is pretty cool as well. This cuts down the time it takes to produce a shirt, so customers are really happy. And then kind of what Levi just finished doing here was making our Evo logo. And Evo means evolution. So this is kind of like Oregon Mountain Outfitters 2.0. Not as much ink, a little lighter. So all of our shirts are pre-laundered, pre-washed, and so they don't shrink. We buy the most expensive blanks that we can buy to print on. Most of them are American-made materials. However, a lot of them are manufactured overseas and then brought back over as well. But a lot of the cotton is grown here in New Mexico, Texas, and throughout the Southeast. So, and then yeah, we kind of take our designs and put them on tote bags too. These are always really popular. I think kind of a cool thing is we don't have any inventory. Like you saw, this is our warehouse. We do everything on demand, which keeps us really efficient and kind of like we sell out throughout the week, and then we restock for the market on Saturdays. And really, Saturdays is the best day of the week for us, and that's what we really like to do. Is our community comes in, we get to be like, hey, where'd you go on a hike, or where'd you go for lunch? A lot of them, they're going out of town and they want to take something with them, which is why our apparel is kind of worn all over the world. And everything started in my garage. It was a dream I had 8 years ago, 8 years. And to see the impact that our community's had, it's embraced it, is always humbling. I always say, like, Organ Mountain doesn't feel like my company. It feels like the community's company. I'm just a caretaker, a guardian, and trusted with a lot of responsibility to design things that resonate. Like when they walk in, as you saw, with everything kind of printed, it's a little bit like an art gallery where people kind of actually, they go around and they look. Just like you would at a photograph or a piece of art. And that's always cool. And so we have hundreds of designs that we've done throughout the year, and everything always kind of sells out. It's wild. It's a humbling experience, and so
It's just a blessing for everyone.
it is a blessing. And one of the biggest blessings, you can't see him right now, but is my son. He's 15 years old. He's here with me. He's printing, and it's because we care. We really want the best. And we're gonna take a few days off next week, which is kind of why we're here too. And we want to make sure that Jesse, when he comes into work on Monday, has everything kind of taken care of. That we're not leaving him a big mess. That everything's sort of done, and he can kind of focus on his work this upcoming week. So we appreciate Jesse, and appreciate Haley and Uriah, Morgan, all the work that Levi, Sadie, Riley do as well. And so super grateful. It's a lot of fun. I can't believe it's been 8 years. And I wouldn't be able to do this without my wife and her support. She is the backbone and the reason that this was a possibility. A lot of you know this, and I'll just kind of be my final point, but I grew up in extreme poverty. No running water, no electricity, and I'll never forget my 5th grade outfit. So everyone's back to school, everyone's got the new fit on, got the new shoes, ready to go. And all that we could afford was me going to the Dollar General store and buying a blue pair of sweatpants and a yellow Ocean Pacific shirt. It might have been like that yellow, probably a little bit more yellow than that one, but if you remember Ocean Pacific, it was a yellow Ocean Pacific shirt. And I remember that year, I don't think I've ever said this publicly, but I would sit there in the classroom and I would draw Nike logos and Reebok logos and LA Gear and Converse, BK, remember the British Knights? I would just draw these logos, and then I just remember designing, just different apparel. And it's interesting that I never really revisit that until my 30s. From the age of 10 until the age of 30s, I really wasn't someone who was considered an artist or creative or doing those things. I did work at a handful of apparel brands in my 20s, but to kind of see this come together, I see myself as a 10-year-old who didn't have anything, who wanted to be a part of a community. And so when we get back, it's because I remember standing in the line at the lunch, and the lunch lady handing me a bill for $40. And I knew we couldn't pay that. We were rolling pennies for gas money. So super blessed, super thankful. I haven't really told this story publicly on video before. Even my son's stuff he's probably never heard before. So, and it's because it's super late. We've been at it since I think we got up around 7. So, but this is kind of a day in the life. It's kind of part of the process, and just grateful that these logos are going to be worn proudly, and with pride, and a place that really struggles. As you may or may not know, New Mexico is last in child well-being, last in child education, pretty much last in most categories. And this logo was designed to give a sense of identity and a sense of pride to beautiful people, to people who have a purpose, who have a mission. And what I love most about this community is a sense of family and sense of friendship, and the gratefulness that everyone has, and for the earth that we have. It's so beautiful here in the Southwest. So again, appreciate you guys tuning in, and thank you for always supporting Work Mountain.